so nice walking through these rice paddies, especially now that the sun's come out.
Yeah.
It's like there's no other tourists around.
Instead there are all these little hello! They're friendly out here. Starting today off with another incredible breakfast. This one is not in the pool. Yesterday was, if you didn't catch that video, but this is the leftovers from last night. If you didn't see yesterday's video, then you might not know that we got engaged yesterday. But today's plan is a walk to a place called the Payangan village, is it? It's a Payangan trek. So I think Ubud is popular for a lot of there's a lot of rice terraces and rice fields and stuff here, but most of them are super touristy and everybody just knows like the big main ones, whereas I think this Payangan excursion is sort of 3.5 hours. We get to go and see some more of the local villages as well as some of those rice fields that otherwise people just wouldn't know about. So getting out, going for a walk, because we definitely had a few drinks celebrating last night, didn't we?
I'm like struggling back here.
This is our driver for the day.
The manager here is directly by me for the trekking. He knows well about the spot.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
House.
Amazing.
Yeah, next to the trekking spot.
Oh, great.
Perfect.
Let's get in the car.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so much.
Hello.
Hello, morning.
Thank you so much. The weather's not playing fair, huh?
So we've just driven for I think 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And the manager has picked us up and we're just going on a bit of a tiki tour and learning about like local Balinese culture and houses, and I think there's some rice terraces thrown in there at some point. But I'm holding an umbrella because it's raining, but it's starting to clear up, it looks like.
It definitely is. Everywhere around here is like beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It's like, yeah, Dane was like out one side of the window and I was like, no, look at the other side. Like everywhere is just incredible.
Every house in Bali, they have on temple. We call it Sangha. And then also they have something like a temple. They have say different, but the meaning is the same. As a protector. So look like again spiritual to avoid bad energy come to inside of the compound. So just making our way through like a really local village. The only thing that we can hear is like roosters, the odd motorbike going past, and running water, and just like silence basically. So we're sort of learning about the architecture of how the Balinese houses are built. There's a really cool tradition about how they have like I'll try and properly find like a good example shortly, but there's like a shrine out front along with like a gate, which is where it's like to keep away the negative energy and everything coming in. And then inside the houses, or inside their property, they have like 3 or 4 different structures, and like one of them set up for the kitchen, one of them set up for like offerings, one of them is for like the older generations, and then one for like the younger generations, and it's like all, it's really cool. Hello! They're friendly out here. When it was raining, you can just see people just like sitting in their little open air spot within their property, just like watching the rain, and just, yeah, it's cool, man. It's just a really chill life out here. So here's like the entranceway and like the shrine and stuff. You've got the gate, and then the different levels back here. You can see just the different heights, and then like a temple back there as well. Yeah. This is why we had some gym clothes with us. Oh wow, it's so deep. I didn't think that it would be that deep. Hello. I don't think that they would be so deep in up to their like knees almost.
Very deep.
It's so peaceful out here. All we can hear is some running water, which is actually just coming from a little filter there from just the rainwater, we think. So apparently these crops, even though they look, like at a guess, that's like, I don't know, 10 inches for those of you guys that use inches, and that's only 1 month's, well not even 1 month apparently worth of growth, and they harvest 3 times a year. Every other like tree around here, you know, the shrubs along the path here, the locals use it for like digestion or headaches, or for like children when they have like sore teeth and stuff, for like stomach problems. There's one that's used for stamina. That's the polite way of putting it. But it seems like every tree or plantation or something can be turned into something sweet, or they use it as a snack, or it turns into vinegar, or they make brown sugar. But we're just walking around in like places like this, just beautiful rice fields. We're trying to learn a lot. It's one of those situations, again, we're trying to pull everything together and share it with you guys, but you know, it's hard to capture absolutely everything. There's turmeric right there, just literally as we're walking.
A little bit, I mean...
Oh yeah, it smells kind of like basil.
It does. Honestly.
more.
Oh, so the more you like rough it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wow, the smell starts to change.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now eat it.
So we have been learning all about Balinese culture, and I thought something really interesting that we just learnt was like the relationship between man and nature, man and man, and man and God. So it's kind of like the 3 principles that Balinese people kind of abide by.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically they like make sure that they protect nature, and then they help each other out a lot, and then they
Like the rice fields thing. All the guys that we just filmed back there, they were just
They're
volunteering and
volunteers.
just helping each other out.
People just like come and help out when they need to, and then in terms of like man and God, they have ceremonies every now and then, and again like volunteers come to help out.
Yeah.
It sounds like a really kind of like harmonious way of living.
Yeah.
There's a day where
Every year
there's
in
no
March.
eating, people meditate, and they just take time.
They don't go out.
They don't go out, no traveling, no working. It's just so interesting. It's so nice walking through these rice paddies, especially now that the sun's come out.
Yeah.
It's so nice and warm. It's like there's no other tourists around. It's so green.
That's
and
our village now.
So you say that's our village?
Yeah.
This is where we live.
We're actually being shown around today, I think Stacey mentioned it earlier, from the manager of Origin. His name's Shugan, and we've just actually walked out now. We didn't know that this was going to happen, but this is his land. So we've just come out. We were walking on, we didn't really know that we were elevated, we were up, but then we spotted like a gap, and there was like we're in this enormous valley. I'll show you here now actually, they're just coming out. Just walking out onto this platform, and I think all of this, and right the way around that you can currently see through the side, is all his land.
Grabbed a guava off a tree and handed it to me. So I guess I just eat it.
Go for it. The seeds, I can't remember how these work. Oh, okay.
It's quite bitter.
Bitter?
Mm.
Well,
Very bitter.
Still young?
does that mean it's still young if it's not sweet?
It's quite
So
bitter.
much like how scarecrows keep birds away from crops and everything, the Balinese version is these like white hanging things with cans, and you can sort of see them all the way along. That's probably from a while ago, not from this crop, but from when the flowers start coming out on the rice and everything, and the birds come in and they're trying to take the flowers, sort of supposed to keep them away. Up here is the village bell, so to speak, is what we would know it as. And they've got certain noises that they make, or certain rings for if they want like the females of the village, the males to come, or if there's an emergency, there's like a different tone or a different sort of beat that they do, and everybody comes and like meets and helps out. So I think we probably walked for about 2 hours through what felt like the jungle, through the bush, and seeing all the little villages and all the local people and everything. It's a really, really cool experience, and definitely one of the more like authentic things I think that we've probably done in any of our trips. Shugarden was saying that that's the sort of something that Origin, the villa specifically, tries to do to make it feel more real and not as much of a tourist trip, which is cool. But we're in the car now, and we're going to go try some babaguling, which is it's like a suckling pig, and it's quite unique to Bali because it's just quite isolated here, because in other places in Indonesia the religion sort of stops them from eating pork. So we are going to go to one of their local best suggestions apparently. This is like the authentic way of having babaguling. There's like a lot of spice, which is the local way, not like the way that's been like toned down for the tourists. So my mouth is on fire a little bit right now, but I'm absolutely loving it. There's all these little crunchy bits through it, which is partly from the skin, some of it's from the meat. So it's not cooked like a stove or an oven or anything like that. It's cooked on like basically over the top of a fire, and then just manually rotated for about 3 hours. So the outside gets nice and crispy. The inside meat is like so tender and so juicy. We've just had a whole other plate now of like some of the like real fresh meat come out. We just had our drinks come out. This is like a local sort of iced tea. It's so incredibly sweet and delicious. That was absolutely incredible.
It was so good.
Yeah. If you are coming to Bali, sorry.
No, I was just about to repeat myself. Like really good.
If you are coming to Bali, definitely try babaguling. I don't know if you'll be able to get the same authentic experience as us.
No, it's kind of hard to explain where we are. I've got absolutely no idea.
We don't know where we are, but we've had an absolutely awesome day anyway. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing a little bit more of like what the real Bali is like, and the slower pace of life is one of those things that we like inherit straight away. It's been so chill, so enjoyable. Awesome. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the comments. Bye. Bye.